Visit to the beach, a trip to the lake, or a hike up a mountain, they are the kinds of fun activities that a lot of people take for granted.
But for people with limited mobility, getting around on uneven terrain can be difficult, even impossible. Rob Nesbitt joins us now with the story of how a man who grew up in Springvale is helping others to get their freedom back. Rob?
Rob and Peggy, Todd Lemay always felt limited by his mobility issues. But now that he's found an electric-powered vehicle that's changed his mobility, he's sharing the good news with others.
We can do it. You can control it one of two ways.
When you have something that gives you joy, there's no reason to keep it a secret.
If you want to stop, just let it go, and it's going to stop automatically.
That's why Todd Lemay tells people all about the Terrain Hopper, an off-road mobility vehicle that can go anywhere with anyone. Todd grew up in Springvale and loved coming here to Wells Beach, but his brittle bone disease limited his access. That all changed when he purchased his own hopper.
Until 4 years ago, I was never able to come out on the beach under my own power. It was always someone pushing me out here, and wherever they set me, that's where I have to be.
Having his own terrain hopper to go to the beach with wasn't enough for Todd. He wanted to offer the same experience to others.
So you follow me.
Terrain hoppers came from the UK. He now manufactures and sells the vehicles from his home in Arizona.
We're going to head down this way to the beach.
Making trips back to Maine to give free test drives on the hoppers.
Takes a little bit of getting used to.
It does, yeah.
Kenny Demers hasn't had a day in the sand since he had a stroke 19 years ago until today.
So we've had people that are paralyzed from the neck down who have very little movement in their hands or in their arm, and they're able to control it with no problem.
A terrain hopper can go anywhere a person is allowed to walk, from the grocery store to the ocean's edge. Up to 20 inches of water, and enough to get Doris Lemay's feet wet. Todd convinced his mom to take a ride on the beach. Her mobility is normally limited because of her arthritis.
And you just get to a certain spot and you've had enough, you know. But to be able to get in one of these and just go where you want is fantastic.
Yeah, so I can get it on the other side, and then we'll start heading down to the beach.
3 people tried out a terrain hopper, with Todd guiding them through the controls that can be adjusted for anyone. Riding through sand, water, and regaining a new sense of independence.
They can get out to their hunting spot. They can go hiking with their grandkids. They can go on the beach if they want. They can do all sorts of things.
So many people so confined, you know, and if something like this can get them out and enjoy life a little bit more, you know, it's fantastic.
A terrain hopper has a variety of makes and models to fit each rider's mobility needs. Starting price for one is around $18,000, Rob and Peggy. So they are expensive, but there are different fundraising efforts that people have done. Even Make-A-Wish Foundation has provided one of these vehicles for kids before.
As the baby boomers age, the number of old people grows. I would think there'd be a pretty good market for those.
And as we were at that beach, so many people were walking by and they said, you know, my brother, me, or they thought of people who could utilize one of these and actually have a day at the beach.